All right, a very good evening to you. Many thanks for joining us tonight on the broadcast. You're watching Weekend Live. But before we get into informing you on what is shaping the world of news, let's get an introduction.
This is Weekend Live with Anyango, Slyvia.
That's right. On the sign language interpretation is Francis Okenya. Remember, KUTV Weekend Live is also coming to you live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya, and you can also interact with us on X at KUTV_Kenya or at Anyango Slyvia KE. We begin. Now, 8 people, including 2 children aged below 2 years, have lost their lives in a tragic road accident along the Kericho-Nyamira Highway at the Bwaranchi-Tombe Street. The crash, which occurred at around 8 p.m. involved a trailer and a Nissan Matatu, leaving several families grieving while others fight for their lives. Police say the trailer veered off its lane and rammed into the oncoming Matatu with great force. The Matatu driver died on the spot, while the trailer driver reportedly fled the scene and is currently being sought by authorities. 7 survivors sustained injuries, serious head injuries, and were rushed to Nyamira County Referral Hospital, where 4 have been admitted to the intensive care unit. The bodies of the deceased have been moved to the hospital mortuary as relatives and friends continue to arrive to identify and view their loved ones.
8 lives were lost. 5 are currently admitted at our ICU. 2 are in our accident and emergency department. Our doctors really tried very hard to save lives. We really thank them for their effort. As a hospital, we have the capacity to manage the patients, but there are 2 who require neurosurgical intervention. We are referring them for further management.
As a government, we stand with the families who have lost their loved ones and whose members are admitted at the hospital. I form a small committee which will be liaising with the affected families so that we see how we can work together.
Now on to matters politics. President William Ruto has once again put emphasis on his administration's ambition to accelerate efforts to transition Kenya into a first world economy, insisting that the country's moment for transformation has arrived. Speaking in Kiambu, the president highlighted several flagship government projects, saying his focus remains firmly on economic growth, infrastructure development, and improving the livelihoods of Kenyans. Ruto dismissed his critics, accusing them of peddling empty rhetoric and tribal-based politics instead of offering practical solutions. The head of state was accompanied by a host of leaders who openly voiced their support, praising his leadership and pointing to ongoing projects as evidence of tangible progress under his administration.
Tunakupenda sana. Mimi sitaki kusema kuzidi hapo. Mimi nataka tu niwahakikishie. Kesho Jumatatu, mulisikia mimi nikitangaza juzi. Kesho Jumatatu tuko na baraza la mawaziri na itafanya kazi 2 ya muhimu. Kesho ndio tunaanza rasmi ile safari niliwaambia ya kubadilisha hii Kenya itoke third world iende first world. Inaanza kesho. Kesho tunapitisha hazina maalum ya National Infrastructure Fund ambaye tutatumia kuokota pesa shilingi trilioni 5 ya kubadilisha hii nchi. And we are not joking. My friends, hii nchi hii lazima ibadilike. By all means possible. Ninyi mnanielewa? Tumechelewa kubadilisha Kenya. Tumechelewa kufukuza umaskini. Tumechelewa kufukuza njaa. Lakini leo we have hired a record number of teachers. We have reduced the cost of farm inputs. We have built 240,000 houses going on. We have built 400 markets in Kenya. We are building hostels for 180,000 students in Kenya. Na hiyo sio story, hiyo ni kazi inaendelea. Si tutaenda kuangalia ya Kamwangi hapa saizi? Nyinyi mumeona soko ya Kamwangi ama mjaona?
Now, leaders from the Mount Kenya region who remain in government have urged their colleagues to continue serving within the administration, saying staying in government is key to ensuring the region benefits from national development. Speaking separately, Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah and Lands Cabinet Secretary Alice Wahome say they are committed to supporting the government's agenda, arguing that this engagement will only disadvantage the region. The leaders accused the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and his allies of undermining ongoing government projects, particularly in the Mount Kenya region, through what they described as negative and misleading narratives. They maintain that the development can only be delivered through constructive engagement, not political ground standing.
Kuna watu ambaye hawaelewi kazi inatoka kwa serikali na inafanyika ukiwa na serikali. Ndugu yangu mkubwa pale ambaye alikuwa na kazi kwa serikali alijaribu kuondoa watu kutoka serikali. Mimi nikiwa waziri, tukiwa hapa na Kavogo, Mheshimiwa William, tunataka kutangazia watu wetu wote na Wakenya wote kwa jumla, ni lazima tuunge serikali yetu mkono.
Kiambu County, we are not living on a promise. We are living in the reality of moving towards a first world country from a third world country, with the cross sections, roads that are interspersing our county. Kutoka Western Bypass, kuja hiyo Northern Bypass ambayo Mama Simba ametaja, kutoka Ruaka mpaka Ruiru, unatufanyia kazi ya dualing. Barabara ambayo imesumbua watu wa Kiambu, kutoka Muthaiga kwenda mpaka Kiambu Road, Dumberi, unatufanyia dualing, Mheshimiwa Rais.
Your Excellency, for the record, Kiambu County sasa registration ya SHA tuko at 1.6 million. Hivyo ni kusema tunaendelea, Your Excellency.
Now, a section of leaders from the Mount Kenya East region have indicated they are ready to chart a way separate political path, even if it means splitting the wider Mount Kenya block into Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya Central. The leaders say they are no longer willing to be subsumed under what they describe as a broader Mount Kenya political agreement that has historically sidelined the eastern region. They argue that Mount Kenya East must define its own political direction, free from narratives and strategies that do not reflect its development priorities and interest. Public Service Cabinet Secretary Geoffrey Ruku accused former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua of orchestrating a deliberate and coordinated scheme aimed at turning Mount Kenya residents against President William Ruto, hence deepening divisions within the region and undermining unity at a time when leaders should be focused on development and service delivery.
But today, my sister,
to chart our own political destiny as a region. We have a deputy president who is a member of our region with our Professor Idure Kitiki, ambaye tunamwambia yeye ni fire.
Tuko na serikali na tuko na rais ambao anatusikiza. Kama wewe Rigiji na watu yako mnataka ukaa nje ya serikali, mkae nje ya serikali. Lakini sisi watu wa Meru, wa Embu, wa Tharaka Nithi, tutakaa ndani ya hii serikali na tutakaa ndani ya serikali ambayo inakuja. Mwalimu Rambigwa hii. It can't be at the serikali imeharibika when we have a deputy president who is at bit away to presidency, our neighbor from Tharaka. Sahi ndio serikali imeharibika. We supported Kenyatta 1. We supported Kibaki. We supported Kenyatta 2. Na tu complain. Na wakati tuko na mmoja wetu, our neighbor, our brother, our son, who 2032 tutasukuma yeye akuwe rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, ndio watu wengine na hapa wanatuambia ati tutoke ndani ya serikali, serikali ni mbaya, William Ruto ni mbaya. Tunawaambia hata kama ni mlima, tutaikata mara mbili, tupate title deed yetu ya Mount Kenya East na wao wakae na title deed yao ya Mount Kenya West.
Now, the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority has announced that fuel prices will remain unchanged for the period between December 15th and January 14th. According to the regulator, the retail prices of super petrol, diesel and kerosene in Nairobi will stay at 184.52 Kenyan shillings, 171.47 Kenyan shillings, and 154.78 Kenyan shillings per litre respectively, marking the third straight month with no price adjustment. EPRA noted that the average landing cost of imported super petrol declined from 79,712.54 Kenyan shillings per cubic meter in October to 76,326.49 Kenyan shillings in November, representing a drop of more than 3,000 Kenyan shillings or 4.25%. While motorists may welcome the price stability, there will be little relief at the pump, especially during the festive season, a peak period for the transport sector, which heavily relies on petrol and diesel. Now, during a multi-agency operation in Narok County, the National Authority for the Campaign Against Alcohol and Drug Abuse seized suspected counterfeit alcohol valued at approximately 3 million Kenyan shillings. NACADA Deputy Director for Corporate Affairs Simon Mwangi said the crackdown was conducted in collaboration with security agencies following intelligence from members of the public. He warned revealers to remain vigilant during the festive season, noting that unscrupulous traders often exploit increased demand to circulate illicit alcohol as people celebrate.
Kwamba siku ya leo tumefaulu kuweza kupata shehena ya pombe ambazo tunakisia kwamba ni haramu, zile ambazo tunaita counterfeit. Zina idadi yake ni zaidi ya mabox 200 na tunakadiria thamani yake kuwa kama zaidi ya milioni 3. So siku ya leo nataka kushukuru wale wananchi ambao wameweza kutupatia habari, tukiwemo kwa sababu siku ya leo tuko pamoja katika ile multi-agency approach, tukiwa na shirika la NACADA pamoja na askari wetu na kama unavyoona machifu wetu, na tunashukuru wale wananchi ambao wameweza kutupatia habari kuweza kushika hii shehena ya pombe haramu. Na pia hivyo nataka kutoa tahadhari kwa wananchi ya kwamba katika huu msimu wa sherehe tafadhali muwe makini sana.
Our clarion call to the public during this festive season, we call on you to share information with us. We have a toll-free number 1192. Anytime you suspect that somebody is dealing in illegal, counterfeit, or alcohol that is not fit for human consumption, in confidence, just give us a call and we will be able to apprehend.
Now, on that note, we are taking the very first break on the broadcast tonight. Stay with us.
Transforming through technology, innovation is not just our pursuit, it's our purpose. At Kenyatta University, we lead through research, powering ideas that shape industries, communities, and nations. Our partnerships span continents, connecting visionaries, scholars, and change makers. Here, every breakthrough has a human story. Every success begins with curiosity and grows through courage. Today, we celebrate that spirit in every graduate ready to imagine the world. Because tomorrow doesn't wait, it begins here. Kenyatta University will hold the 58th graduation ceremony on 19th Friday, December 2025 from 8 a.m. at KU Main Campus Graduation Square. The ceremony will also be streamed live on KUTV and radio, YouTube and KU website and social media. For more information, please contact the Office of the Registrar Academic on 0208703092 or 0786335111 or visit the KU website at www.ku.ac.ke. Kenyatta University, transforming higher education, enhancing lives. Kenyatta, our nation.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audiovisual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
A new era, a new people. This is the Law Matters Show. A program that brings you legal sensitization on your television.
My statement is written and just the quote the prosecution.
I think that this loss is a setback for Raila Odinga.
What policy recommendations were fronted by the candidate?
With diversity, we demystify important legal issues locally, regionally, and internationally.
What Tanzanians.
Join me, Elvin Onsongo, as I bring you more insights on law matters.
We are looking at social issues. What is the problem? Is it the economy? Is it...
Law Matters Show, creating awareness, advocacy, and enhancing lives.
You are watching Weekend Live with Anyango Sylvia.
Welcome back. Keep interacting with us on our social media platforms. We are live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya and on X at KUTV_Kenya. Now, amid rising cases of internet abuse linked to social crimes, the government has been urged to establish special courts to handle gender-based violence cases, particularly those enabled by technology. The call was made as hundreds of young people, including activists and university students, staged a protest march in Nairobi demanding decisive action against tech-facilitated gender-based violence. Speaking to journalists at the University of Nairobi main campus, the demonstrators demanded full enforcement of the recently enacted cybercrime law. They insisted that offences such as cyberbullying and other online abuses targeting both men and women must be firmly prosecuted to deter perpetrators and protect victims.
And our message today, it was not just a walk, it was about disrupting the silence around GBV and especially tech-facilitated GBV. This issue is not a private issue, it is about public failure. It is about us not calling out those people who are spreading messages about GBV on TikTok and other social media platforms. It is about us shaming victims who want to speak out. It is about us not reporting those perpetrators. It is about us making victims feel ashamed. We are not here to feel pity on them. We are here to seek justice. And as violence goes digital, we are asking the government to catch up with the laws. We are grateful about the Cyberbullying Act that has been brought up. We want to see it being implemented. We want to see these people being arrested before performing the crimes, because we can't wait until crimes have happened for us to arrest people.
We are the people who are using online. Okay, there's TikTok, everything, Instagram, X, and those other things. Let us take that initiative and educate people about gender-based violence, not just the female, but also male. And I want to advise male that we should come out and speak because not only female are victims of the same, we are also facing the same.
All right, now concerns have been raised by parents and private school owners over the current senior school placement procedure, with claims that learners from private schools are often disadvantaged when it comes to placement in national schools. The parents argue that all Kenyan children deserve equal opportunities regardless of whether they attend public or private primary schools, insisting that placement should be based strictly on merit. Echoing these concerns, John Mugo, the owner of Kerugoya Good Shepherd Academy, noted that learners from private institutions sit the same national examinations as those from public schools and should therefore be accorded equal consideration.
Tungeimiza serikali yetu, our government, wakati wanafanya placement ya secondary schools, high schools, they consider the children of Kenya. These are our children. This is in the Republic of Kenya. Wasichague ati wale wako private schools na wale wengine wako public school. They are children in our country. So they consider them equally. We urge the government, to consider the placement of high school vacancies equally.
Tell the government to consider the performance of runners equal, whether they come from public schools or private schools. They are Kenyan children, because private schools just assist they try to assist the government in providing education to the Kenyan child. So the Kenyan child is the same, whether in public or in private. So I encourage and urge sincerely the government of the Republic of Kenya to consider all children equally as they place them to national or other extra-county schools.
We are taking yet again another short break. We'll be back with sports. Stay with us.
In a world where uncertainty rules and opportunities are scarce, it's time to break from the barrier and unlock your full potential.
We must live within our means. We cannot spend money that we don't have.
We will explore the fascinating world of investment, trade secrets, business strategies and entrepreneurship.
Sasa challenges ziko mingi sana. Parking ya mzigo imekuwa mbaya. Unaweka pesa yako na kataa kurudi.
Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out,
what you covered with invaluable insights to help you succeed.
Now, this year we have seen a rebound in the economy, which is well above the global average of the 3%.
Join me, Anyango Slyvia, every Sunday and Monday on KUTV News at 9, and let's turn your dreams into reality. Transforming through technology, innovation is not just our pursuit, it's our purpose. At Kenyatta University, we lead through research, powering ideas that shape industries, communities, and nations. Our partnerships span continents, connecting visionaries, scholars, and change makers. Here, every breakthrough has a human story. Every success begins with curiosity and grows through courage. Today, we celebrate that spirit in every graduate ready to imagine the world. Because tomorrow doesn't wait, it begins here. Kenyatta University will hold the 58th graduation ceremony on 19th Friday, December 2025 from 8 a.m. at KU Main Campus Graduation Square. The ceremony will also be streamed live on KUTV and radio, YouTube and KU website and social media. For more information, please contact the Office of the Registrar Academic on 0208703092 or 0786335111 or visit the KU website at www.ku.ac.ke. Kenyatta University, transforming higher education enhancing lives.
Jamii. Kupanda shuka akawa tuzo, ukakamavu wake ukatii na kumfanya mwenye bidii. Kwa machozi na makeke akabaini jinsi ya kuwini. Huyu ni mwanamke ngangari kwa jinsi alivyo ng'ari. Mimi ni mwanamke mwake. Usikose kutazama kipindi cha mwanamke mwake nami Caroline Kimwele.
Welcome back. In sports tonight, in today's English Premier League matches, Crystal Palace suffered a 3-0 loss against league giants Manchester City, with City forward Erling Haaland securing a brace after Phil Foden fine strike. Nottingham Forest had an easy day in office after sinking Europa champions Tottenham 3-0. Sunderland, on the other hand, continued with their fine form with a win against an informed Newcastle United. The Hammers West Ham suffered another blow under Unai Emery's side, Aston Villa, who secured a 3-2 victory in a very entertaining match. Now that brings us to the end of our broadcast. Thank you so much for choosing our news tonight and for staying with us this far. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Francis Okinyi and Anyango Slyvia. Have a good night.